it's better for it not to happen. So that way you can see, okay, now I understand why ICT doesn't do that. All right, we went above to 38.40. And then off to the races it goes. There you go. That's exactly why I don't trade non-farm payroll. That was honest. That was 100% real time with you. And because I can't see what it's likely to do or what it's likely to do with any measurable precision, I can't touch it. I can't play in it. I can't do anything with it. So looking at that, why would you be convinced that this is a day where you want to be trading? It's like a CPI number for me. And you watch me do it twice, give you my opinion about what I think it might do, because I want to co-sign. I want to show you this is my opinion. This is not me trading. This is not me putting on a trade. This is me sharing the logic as to why I avoid doing certain things. Because if you're trying to learn how to do something and there is a outcome that's positive and there's an outcome that's negative, if someone knows what they're doing, they should at least know where the likelihood of quicksand, okay, or things that's going to cause you harm, loss. Where's that likely to manifest itself? If it's something that reoccurs over and over and over again, there is merit to understanding how you can avoid that. And I've learned very painfully, losing lots of money, lots of accounts, okay? This particular day and the day leading into it were the main culprits for it. So when I teach my students, a lot of casual readers or viewers will come to me and they'll say, oh yeah, ICT doesn't trade on non-farm payroll, and look at this, I caught this move, okay? I'm not impressed by that. It doesn't sway me, but unfortunately, other new startups see those opinions being shared and they think, oh, well, I'll adopt that mindset because they probably watch the videos I don't want to watch. So if they came to that conclusion, then therefore it must have merit to it. So I'll just take their opinion and adopt it and not be an independent thinker at all and look into the logic as to why ICT says this or doesn't do that. So for the benefit of those individuals that are just coming to my channel, you can see with great deal of clarity why I teach in my lectures year after year after year. And when I'm on Twitter, I tweet all the time. Retail traders will be regretful moments from now when 8:30 news driver comes out. Okay, so I mean, can you honestly afford? Can you afford in 1 or 2 minutes to be offside? In other words, on the other side of the market against where the market's going? Can you afford to be in a move like that that goes against you that quickly? And your stop loss doesn't protect you like it would normally would because it's going to gap through. I've learned that lesson painfully, and it's not fun. If you were to pull up a 5-second chart at 8:30 on the 5-second chart, the high comes in at 38.40 and a quarter. Then the next opening candle opens 10 handles higher, all in less than a minute, less than 30 seconds. It snaps there, just like that. Now, my question to you is, do you really believe when you see these people out there putting 200 lots, 100 lots, 50 lots, that they're really going to risk that on their account and show you after the fact that this is what they did with their little MT4 trade history? That is such a load of crap, because frankly, they would be doing it live. If you were a baller like that, you would be doing it live. You would show the world that you were doing that beforehand, explain that you were doing it, and then do it and be consistent about it. But unfortunately, I have never seen someone trade non-farm payroll consistently profitable. So again, it gets back to, what's the likelihood of you succeeding in something? Do you want to take the highest degree of difficulty in reaching success? Or do you want to say, you know what? This makes perfect sense as to why we should not be doing it, that we should not be worrying about it. And in fact, have a long weekend the first week of every month. On Wednesday, the Wednesday prior to non-farm payroll, you can see it, it's the first Friday generally of every month. So if you know that that's The likelihood for you to get caught up in something that's not probable, the likelihood of you losing money, being frustrated because it doesn't do what you would expect it to do. There's no rhyme or reason, no logic behind what it's doing. It's causing chaos. It creates, well, movement. And movement causes what? Sentiment to shift. So that shift in sentiment or establishing a bias then presents at a later time opportunities for professionals. Right now, look what it's done. One quick sudden movement, 50 handles or less, and now we're just trading right between 38.50 and 38.40. So what was the reason to be long? And why would you trust it to be long and not go down? See, it's absolutely 100% casino time. So to protect my students and to be 100% transparent, I always tell you where my weaknesses are. I have no shame in that. You have to be honest with yourself as you're developing. And if you discover where you have a specific weakness, and if you can't correct it, if you can't combat it, if there's no resolution to it, if there's no way of coping with it so that way it doesn't hurt as much, isn't it better for you to take those precautions? I mean, I don't know where you're from and what school of thought you subscribe to, but I believe that this is the hardest business to engage in because there's so much psychology behind it. And if you go into the marketplace expecting it to just lay gold at your feet because you participated, like it's a participation award. Yeah, that's unfortunately the mindset of this generation. You think just because you open up an account and you watched people's videos and you studied that it should just fall in your lap, and it doesn't work that way, especially on event days like this or CPI. Even people that know how to trade, and I'm not just saying it about myself, there's other traders that know how to trade, even trade outside of what I teach, and they still can't make money trading CPI or non-farm payroll Fridays. They won't be this candid about it because it would mar their image. I don't care about image. I don't care about it because me being viewed or loved or hated has nothing to do with your bottom line. That's the only thing I care about. Do my students learn properly? Am I providing the information honestly? And that way you can see it. I'm executing based on the logic, and I'm also teaching you exactly when I'm not expecting it to work. It's not the algorithm's broke. It's not the algorithm stopped working. They're not changing the algorithm. It's just these are days that there's no rhyme or reason for you to be expecting precision. You can't do it. I can probably list 2 or 3 times where the market went to a target in 30 years that I had predetermined before 8:30 would start. And honestly, I think maybe one of them was made public, and that was it. Now you would think if there was something to this day that I had an advantage over, wouldn't I like to be flexing it and showing you publicly? Because I would. I would. That's my personality. I would do it. Just like I showed the precision and everything else. I caught the big move with a lot of ticks or handles earlier in the week. And that's how I train my students. Look when the moves are going to be logical and where it's likely to form. And when you get it, you stop, you close up shop, and don't worry about the rest of the week. Let the retail people trade this. Let them wreck themselves. Let them get mad. Let them get all worked up in a frenzy.